Hello, my name is Mary Chris Tagala and I'm from Abundance Property in South Melbourne. I thought I'd give you a quick video to discuss basically what's going on this Sunday. I know that you've been talking to my team, Boris and Janine and some other people this week, just confirming you for that event on Sunday, but I really wanted to introduce myself before then, so we're not just meeting on that day. I wanted to give you a little bit of a brief rundown on what you can expect on the day from myself. So I will be the lead presenter on Sunday. I'll be talking about property investing. But before I get into that, I just want to congratulate you on the fact that you are actually thinking about really taking control of your financial future, your financial wealth, because as much as Australians are super obsessed with property, like I know that it's always on the news and it's a topic of conversation when you're at a dinner party, it's almost like a go-to conversation and everybody has an opinion about the property market and where it's going. But did you know that actually less than 1% of Australians own an investment property? Two or more investment properties, less than 2% own an investment property. So the figures are super low. So I wanted to congratulate you on the fact that you've actually taken charge and started taking that first steps to learn more about it, educate yourself so that you can take the financial, take the next steps to really take charge of your future, because if you don't do it, obviously no one will. So education is a key for us. We like to educate our clients for them to make the right decisions for themselves, for them to feel comfortable of how it's structured. But a lot of the time we're getting advice from people, but we don't actually know why we're doing those things. And our key for Sunday is to really just educate you and see where it goes and see if you need to ask any questions. So that's what we'll be doing on Sunday, and what will be happening is there'll be a 3-part speaker event on Saturday, and you're going to be hearing from me, Mara Chris. I'll be talking about the property market, where it's come from, where it is now, and where it's going, and really particularly hone in on what are the key factors we need to look out for to see if this investment property is actually suited to the strategy that you want to achieve long term. After myself, once I've talked about the actual property market and why it's a good idea or to invest in that kind of space, Chris Pearson will actually be coming up and talking about how to structure your investment properties, where to purchase it, and how to get the finance. So he is a mortgage broker, financial planner. He will also be discussing self-managed super funds. I know that, self-managed super funds, you've been able to buy property in the last couple of years within that space, but not everybody is educated on how to actually structure that and what it looks like. So Chris is going to be going down really deep foundations of how that looks like and just explain it in a layman's term, because even me, I didn't know how it all worked and I needed it to be explained to me. So Chris will be talking about that, and then we've got Mike and Michelle from Ready Set Hosts coming along after Chris and actually discussing other alternatives to be renting out your property. So I know the standard property rental right now is just getting a property manager in, a real estate agent, and you're probably looking at if you're lucky, a 4% return on investment per year. Mike and Michelle are actually going to be discussing how to maximize that investment by getting a higher rent, by renting it out to short-term rentals, like for example Airbnb and bookings.com and things like that, and what that actually looks like and comparing it to different alternatives. So all we're providing is just an alternative, and it's your choice whether or not it's right for you, because it's not always right for everyone, correct? But if you're not actually learning about all the other options out there, it's hard to make a decision that's right for you and your family. So if there is any other questions, my team will put the link below. I know that you've all spoken to Boris Bagel, one of my management team, this week or last week. His phone number is actually going to be below so that you can contact him if you need to. If you got any questions, or even if you want to invite somebody else, like a member of your family that you feel would actually benefit from this kind of information, please bring them along. But just please to remember to RSVP, and we'll have the links of RSVPing below. So we will, if you want to bring your kids, please feel free to do that. I feel that education has to start when you're young. So just RSVP them. And any questions, please email the info email below, or call Boris Bagel, and his phone number is below. But super excited to see you guys in the next few days, and just get to know you and get to know where you guys are